I don't care about your deposits. Where I'm from, families can't send their kids to college. Hood shit, use a milk crate as a ball man. Goddess, coming and you worry about some comments? Stop this. Where were you those nights? Mr. Noodles, I had to add spice. First day of school, I couldn't buy Nikes. Instead of flying, I had to send kites. Unregistered 9 is my company. Sucker free, all I do is fire if you fuck with me. Summary, 6 feet deep, right under me. Recovery? Nah, nigga, you bugging, B. I look right through your conscience. Nonsense, I'm a warrior, nigga Thompson. Every day I struggled in my complex. Tie his ass up, give a fuck about the law, son.
Alright, welcome 6 Drinks in the 6 podcast, episode 2. It's the song of the day, with the first legendary freestyle collaboration of all his freestyles. Mine personally, there's a favorite one coming up.
Met you when I was 5.
And it's this one.
Ruined my life, but taught me how to survive you. Introduced me to a nana. Looked up to you.
One deep, shout out Mula, shout out all those guys doing their thing here, Toronto rappers.
Thought you was the man. You could have told me Jesus was Indian. Malcolm was white. Einstein was an idiot. You turned me out. Ruined me with pain and ignorance. Agony, hurt, anguish, belligerence.
It's a big tune. First off, just want to say again, welcome 6 Drinks in the 6. Today we're going to do a solo episode. I'm going to shout out my sponsors here. One day my soon-to-be sponsors. You know, we got dabs here. We said we do the dab, we drink a dab. And of course, we got to have some marijuana. Today I'm smoking Ultra Sour. This one's been one of my personal favorites for a while now. Those that make you too sleepy. It's not too bad. It has a nice taste. But alright. Yeah, as you can see today, I'm a little solo. But I want to get into this podcast thing and really get it going, so I don't have no time to waste. Gotta get some content going. So first off, I just want to say a shout out to my good friend. He told me about something with the camera, so we updated on this one here. I hope it's a little bit better. Those who don't know, and this is only our second episode, so let me just explain what this podcast is mostly about. It's about having 6 drinks in the 6. For those who don't know, the 6 is Toronto. I'm in the Rexdale, the West End. A lot of crazy stuff happens over here, but we're not going to get into that right now. So pretty much what I want us to do is get together, have 6 drinks, and just talk about life, the news, trending subjects. And when people aren't here, I'm still going to get together with my dabs. Okay, shout out dab. And we're going to have our 6 drinks, and we're going to just talk about the news, sports, whatever we can talk about. So let's hop into it. Today, we're going to start it off a little bit on a harsh subject, I would say. So there's this video trending all over social media, and it's graphic. I haven't watched it personally, but I know some people have watched it almost more than 5 times. And it's basically, it's a ride over in Florida, and it looks crazy. I wouldn't probably go on it, but there's no seatbelts, there's no waivers, and a 14-year-old boy, 340 pounds around that, something, 6'5", maybe a little off, but somewhere around there, gets on the ride, and you can see the seatbelt's not closed, nothing. And I guess it goes up, I don't know exactly how many feet, a lot of feet. And at some point he ends up slipping out and falling so many feet to his death. And unfortunately the whole thing's on video as well. But me personally, I can't watch that stuff. But I will share a couple pictures here. They're not too graphic, but I do want to warn some people, they might still find it graphic. It's crazy, you just never know. You go to have a good time, you're at the amusement park, and the next thing you know, you're falling down all the way to your death. It's sad story. My heart's with their family, you know. Must be a hard time. You never want that for anybody, let alone your kids or your loved ones, anybody. I was doing some research trying to find a GoFundMe page. I wanted to put it in here for him, but as of now, I don't think there is one. But if anybody knows of one, just please comment below. It would be much appreciated. I want to get some love over there for them, even though money doesn't fix everything, but you know, must be crazy times. There's another thing I wanted to get in today. I wanted to bring up. There's this trending video going around the internet, and this guy, he acts like a weirdo. But he's going up to people in mostly Walmart, and he has this red stuff on his finger. I don't know if you guys can put the two and two together, but he goes up to people and be like, "Oh, smell my fingers." Some people smell his fingers, knowing what it is. And then he just goes on messing with these people. He has these can covers. He promotes them, he sells them. I don't know if he makes them, but he has these can covers. One is called tuna juice. It's for finches. So he goes on, he's just following people around the store. And this one guy, though, man, complete weirdo. He just gets him hooked and fucking starts going on. Gives him a couple drinks, smells the fingers, dolphin high five. And then after that, he said, "I got a couple cans of sardine paste. Want to go dunk her head?" And the fucking guy was right about it, man. He said, "Fuck the shopping," and left the store, man. It was fucking, I don't know. I didn't see anything after that, so I guess they had a good time. But I'm gonna share a couple images of that too. I don't want to post the whole video. Been trying to get some consent from Beersy, been reaching him out, but not getting back. I contacted him on Facebook, contacted email. I'm trying to get this going, Beersy. Come on, I will buy your product, I will promote it. I just gotta use some content, use some footage here, you know? But either way, you're doing your thing, and that's cool. You're making me laugh. Keep it coming. So next on this list is just on the last podcast, we reached in on a couple of things that happened pretty recent before we started that podcast. One of them was the Mazadov Colby Covington. It's been pretty funny watching these last couple of days, but I really wish there would have been a clearer video. I will share the video clip that we have here, but to be honest, you can't really tell unless, you know, you gotta kind of pretend to tell. But yeah, end of the day, it shows Covington getting hit from behind pretty much. Looks like a sucker punch. Besides that, it's not too much to watch. But end of the day, I guess it is true. Covington, he lost a tooth. He's right away went to the cops. Jorge Mazadov arrested, released, plead not guilty now. It's a shit show, I would call it. But these guys, you know, going into the fight, we said, is it going to be real beef or is this fake beef, you know? And I think now nobody can be saying it's fake. You know, you talk about some of these kids, you lose a tooth. These guys, they got to stay out of trouble, man. I don't know. We love them, you know? They entertain us, but if you're locked up, you can't do too much entertaining. All right, let's keep it back on some sports. Today we have some hockey over here in the 6. It should be starting right now. Let's check it out. Toronto Maple Leafs, my boys. Oh, of course, we're playing our arch rivals. It was just announced today, actually, Montreal will not make the playoffs. Of course, first team to be announced this year to not make the playoffs. So, yeah, it's a little disappointment for them. The record 17, 37, and 10. And our boys over here 40, 18, and 5. You know, you just can't mess with the Torontos, you know? Sometimes we fuck up in the playoffs, but it's a high pressure over here. It's a different kind of atmosphere. Nobody's felt it. Like when the Raptors won a couple years ago, something I'll never forget. Downtown, I was jumping on the cars. I got onto a truck. Let me just tell that story. Comes down, it's 12 a.m. I'm working a nighttime shift over in a factory. So we're just like, you know, nobody's working. We gotta watch this game. We gotta see. Comes down to it, the Raptors, they close it up. Whole place starts celebrating. But within 5 minutes, everybody's working again. I said, no. I go to my foreman. I'm like, hey, buddy, I got a headache. I gotta go, man. This guy, because I was fucking around there a little bit, because I was, you know, playing my cards, underpaid, like, whatever. You gotta play your cards when you're underpaid. So, end of the day, I go to him. He starts yelling at me. So after all that, I said, no, fuck this guy. I call my Uber, get right in the cab. We go downtown, fucking everywhere you look, celebrations all through Toronto. I'm coming all the way from West End too, right to all the way downtown. So eventually we get to the Gardner. Gardner's jam-packed, man. I'm barely moving. I'm like, I gotta get to the celebration. So I'm like, you know what? Let me out. End up walking down the Gardner in all my work clothes, my work bag, everything. Get down there. Finally, I reach the center, the party zone, man. Partied the whole night. The whole night. And I'm telling you, sober. Nothing in me. It was just the atmosphere, electric. Nothing I ever seen like that in my life. It was crazy time, say the less. So, what I was getting to, playing any sport in the Toronto it's a lot of pressure. These guys, they fold automatically, especially goalies. Any kind of big name, it's hard. It's a lot of pressure here. But yeah, that's what they sign up for. We're, shout out to Dabs. I hope one day they sponsor me. I do drink this beer more than anything. I know that. So, but hey, more than beer, anything I love, it's the marijuana. So we get some sponsors for that too. It'd be nice. All right, yeah. Today, another loss from the music industry. It's a big one. The Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins. It looks like it's having something to do with possible overdose. Not all the details or the right details have came out yet, but it's a tragic loss. Something that's happening a lot nowadays around this, like especially here in Ontario, I find like certain cities, Niagara, St. Catharines, Hamilton, even my own hometown, Toronto, we're having sometimes epidemics. Like it's not like, doing drugs now is not safe. You never know what you're gonna get in there. It's how many of rappers have we seen pass away from there, like Mac Miller, big one, Juice WRLD. It's, you gotta be very careful when it comes to that stuff. And now, like, personally, I just don't take that risk at all. Like, I'm trying to get a construction business here, and any tips I have for some people is just always take everything you do serious and try to be consistent. And always put your foot in the ground. For example, this podcast. Maybe one year I'm going to look back, say it's a good idea. Maybe I'm just going to laugh, have a couple videos to look at. But what matters for me now is I got my foot in here on the ground. Before, I didn't know about editing. I didn't know how to set up a couple cameras. I didn't know about 4K. And even now, just second episode, we're going to learn. So don't let nobody's advice, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Demotivate you. Like, you gotta stay strong, believe in yourself, and just put it out there. Like, it's like if you're fishing, you're not gonna catch a fish if you don't throw out the line. You gotta always throw out the line, because you never know what you're gonna catch. You never know what's in that ocean. So yeah, anybody that's enjoying this stuff, I'm gonna be doing it for a while, I feel. So please like and subscribe. But alright, enough about me. Let's get some news going here. Alright, I'm just gonna do a little segment on these Toronto rappers, because you guys have been my thing for a long time. All I listen to is our Toronto guys, man. Keep the support here in my hometown. A lot of these guys are, just coming up doing their thing. We got this guy here, Dr. Bushman. I know maybe not a lot of you guys heard from him, because I recently just heard from him too, but let me show you this. Seems like this guy here, Solid 6. Yeah, that's where these Toronto rappers, they come on and they do like a little freestyle, or maybe that's a written verse. But this one, man, it got my attention. Dr. Bushman, Shout out Solid 6 doing his thing too. Looking good, man. You gotta keep it coming, keep on coming. More artists, get more artists in there from the 6, all of them. Even if they don't like each other, these guys gotta. That's another thing I want to get into. A lot of these Toronto rapper beef, man. We lost Houdini, we lost Smoke Dogg. All these guys locked up all the time. It's like we're not even getting their full potential because they're too much fucking fuckery. Like Present now, Boondog, shooting Kodak Black. Like, man. Like Present said, if he died, the whole city gonna cry like Nip, Like when Nipsey died. That's another one too. Like, all over stupid shit, man. We gotta shout out all you Toronto rappers doing your thing. But you guys gotta work together, not against each other, man. I know politics are always gonna come, but come on. These UFC fighters now turning real shit into real shit now too. It's like everybody, politics are politics, but life's gonna go on. We gotta make a family. We gotta make a life. We're all gonna die one day. Why now? Like, come on, when we have so much potential. Shout out Dr. Bushman one more time. Bye-bye.
Free my cooties out the cells, can't wait to get them back. Not for real, they thought I was gon' fail. MC still had my back, it hurt my heart. The judge denied his bail, they couldn't let him slide. I know he just wanna see his little girl, but they don't care about that. We got every reason to fail, but we still winning fast.
This is my thing here, my music label. It's called B.O.E. Anybody doesn't know, B.O.E Pasquale, you can check me up on YouTube, B.O.E Productions, under the same production management. But that's what we do. We've got these sweaters here. Pretty much B.O.E, it stands for blood over everything. And not like blood over everything, it's like blood, like family is blood, you know? So we put our family over everything. And with this one, that's what I do. Of course, we got these sweaters for sale, for sure. So you gotta give me some comments. I'm gonna get some stuff going. I wanna get a store opened up. Well, yeah, for sure. We're gonna come up with some different styles. Even if you guys just like the simple concept, these are the originals, you know? Wore these in my first music video. If you guys are just looking for something simple, we can hook you up for a fair price. We know times are rough right now. Everything's expensive. Everything's up, man. Toronto, for those who don't know, Toronto is one of the most expensive cities. I'm not gonna say the whole world, but definitely in Canada. Definitely. Let's keep it on Roni. Let's keep it on Roni. Let's see what he's doing here. Because I know he's been dropping stuff. Too much stuff, man. So, let's check it. Let's peep one of his new tracks. Ooh. This one he went hard. It's called Roni, Be That Guy. And for you who don't follow him, his mom passed away from cancer. And it's been like, you know, nobody could ever imagine that pain. So I can only imagine what he's going through. But he's using the music to pick him up, I feel. Because he's relentless, man. He's nonstop. The guy doesn't sleep. You can't get close to him, yo. He doesn't sleep. But okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Road Dog DGC, the whole team, you know what you guys do. Holding down the 6 since a long time ago. Keep that shit up.
And what's the man to do? See what's the man to say when she just falling down and can't no go away. Just look for Shady. What? Like Hardy Ways. They call for calling cards. They trying to make a win. I see so many fade and plenty get hurt.
Alright. This is 6 drinks in the 6. Shout out Rowan Dog, keeping it real always. You gotta love that guy for real. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. We're supposed to have a couple special guests today, but I'm realizing, you know, you can't always time on people's timing, so we have to do it solo. We're doing it solo, you know. We have to get the job done. Shout out Local City. You know that guy too. Okay. I just want to say shout out the Lotto Max, because I know one day I'm going to have to hit that stuff, man. But I just want to say a little shout out. I got a special girlfriend, man. The most luckiest girlfriend. For example, today, she's just walking down just by a gas station over. We live here in Toronto, so I'd say close to Albion Mall. Walking by there. And then she just sees 3 tickets. So let me just say I'll start with this one actually. 3 weeks ago, same thing with me. I'm just at a bus stop and I say in my head, I see 3 tickets on the ground. And this time it was still snow, everything. And I said, you know what? Let me just see. So I pick it up, I bring it all the way home, put it in my backpack, everything. Finally I get home, I check it. My luck, no winner. So I said, okay, so today she seen me do that, so she said, let me check. So she brings home these tickets. In my head, I said, she's a lucky girl, so I know they're already winners. Scans them, we get a $4. Then we get an $8. So I'm like, okay, and previous to her finding those, I buy one. So then she comes home. I said, you're so lucky you scratched mine too. So I go to work today and she sends me a message. $9 winner. I said, okay, so end of the day, that's a little dinner right there. I said, all right. So she goes over, buys another one, $4 winner. I said, okay. I wish Lotto Max was going down tonight because I would have bought. But unfortunately, it says nobody here won $70 million ticket, so next weekend, shout out Lotto Max. If you love your boy, hold it down. We get these podcasts turned. That's something trending right now. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I don't even remember how long ago either, but back then, Tory Lanez got accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. To be honest, I don't know if he did or not, but just the way I see everything on coming forward now, it seems he may be an innocent man. And now even today, Whack 100 saying he believes Tory Lanez will be acquitted. For somebody to be accused of shooting, especially a female, and to still be having the career he has, it's like maybe he's telling the truth, or I don't know, maybe he's doing something right. Like, I don't know. Power, I don't know. Sometimes power is crazy. You know, like, we've seen a lot of sick things go down in the world recently with power, with the Epstein, and even this Prince now, like, all these allegations coming forward, and they can't deny it now. It's too many people, and just because of power is the only thing that saved these guys. R. Kelly got away for how long? Because he had power. But, for example, like, if these guys can go down, anybody can, and it's a sick world, you know, we live in, but yeah, man, you just got to keep it pushing one day at a time, stay positive, do the right things, believe the right things, you know, drink your dabs, have some marijuana, you know, you'll be all right. Yeah, another thing I want to get into is a lot of these NFTs coming out now, and they're super limited, like, they're super sold out, like, you have to be in queue for quite a while, I heard. But one of my family members here, we managed to get his hands on a couple packs, and I was going through it, and I plan to, hopefully the next podcast we'll review those. But it's crazy. You can take these NFTs, you get them pretty much like, remember back in the day you get Pokemon cards in a pack, but these ones are way more limited, way more, it seems, expensive. It's like $50 US for like not the best pack, and about $250 for a premium pack. I forget what they call it now. So your chances are obviously better with the $250, but my family member was able to get his hands on, I think, maybe 3 of the $50 packs. And so he was showing me some of these cards, and NFTs is something, like, you know, I'm still learning about. I'm sure the whole world's learning about it. Cryptocurrencies, NFTs, what is all this shit? Nobody knows. Yeah, I was intrigued. I seen some nice moments there. He had a few cards. I want to bring them in next time we show you guys. And the thing is, you can sell them at your own price. So you never know how much a person gonna pay if you get lucky enough to get a pack. And these are the first generations kind of packs. Like, I suggest, like, you know, when they told us to buy Bitcoin and it was cheap, I can't remember, I don't want to say lower than it was or higher, but it was really cheap, maybe 2013, 2012 days, and we didn't buy. Now look at this, you know, the world changes, you gotta be on everything. Yeah, we'll shout out DJ Charlie B. He's been holding it down, it seems like, more from my boy Preza, those guys over there, you know. We had Preza drop one with Charlie B. We had Northside Benji. Shout out Northside Benji. Since his first track he ever dropped was a G, so we gotta hold it down for Benji for sure. But yeah, 30,000 feet up. Everybody gotta know that song from the 6. That's DJ Charlie B. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Preza going through all that beef with Kodak Black. You guys see where he pulled up at the show or whatever, and he was trying to be all cool. Kodak Black said, "Nah, you dissed me one time with Jack Boy, let's go, it's on site." Tries to steal his necklace, and then the story is BFR Boondog runs up. There's a little clip, it looks like him, because he's always masked up, but I ain't no fucking detective, so I don't know. But at the end of the day, shots got fired, Kodak and his boy got hit. Kodak, he shook it off, literally he shook it off, he laughed, he said, "Finally somebody got me." And I said, okay, like, that's a weird response, but I said in my head, somebody's gonna die. And my boy Preza, Boondog, those guys get dropped like Houdini. Fuck, bro, I said, be a hard day for the 6. So we gotta, you know, it's unfortunate what happens, but it's not like, I don't think that he went out there asking for it. So maybe that's why Kodak's all like, yeah, like, you know, Kodak, you gotta be careful. Like, look at King Von, man. Guy, same thing. So tough, pop. Next, you know, no more King Von. Condo Rondo still running the streets. Just had his birthday the other day. You know, so it's, I don't know. Maybe the last one, who knows? 6ix9ine. I don't even want to bring this guy ever on my podcast when I talk about him, but I'm gonna edit that out. Oh, fuck that guy. Too much shit, you know? Politics. People care one day, and the next day they don't. So don't get too caught up in all the fucking drama. Little like segment I want to keep on the show is cooking. I love cooking. Who doesn't love cooking? Who doesn't love eating? Come on. So I brought up last time about my charcoal barbecue. Yeah, you just don't know sometimes. You just don't know. You think you're doing it right until you see it done right, and you say, okay. That's why I love Google. That's why I love YouTube. I learn everything on there sometimes, so I can't lie. For example, I learned this one. So I made this little video for you guys. Check it out and see what you guys think. If my advice helps you. All right, 6 drinks in the 6 here. I was gonna come out and barbecue for you guys today, but you know how Canada is, and this is what I woke up to today. Windy, cold day, so shout out everybody watching, but it's too cold. I want to shout out my boy Little Beretta. I used to call him Little Bree, Little Brett. Now I'm hearing it's Little Beretta. Either way, this guy has been doing this thing now for a few years.
Police are investigating the
Drive-by shooting in Regent Park weeks after admitted shocking
shooting death of a teenage boy.
where the shooter went after he shot Texas shot. Then
How many shots were fired or suspect?
a series of hallways and stairwells, not unlike other buildings.
Whoa. So hold on. First off, shout out Little Beretta holding it down. But this video looks pretty serious. They're calling out a homicide from 2018. And they're showing some facts, some news clips in this one. It looks like it's gonna be a deep song. Let's check it out.
I woke up on the wrong side of bed. Steady daydreaming while my niggas having dead. Fuck the other side of niggas, only give me shares. My niggas in the cells, I send them back right through the mail. Yeah.
One thing I want to note, like I said, he was out in Jamaica doing his thing, but it looks like he's back now in Toronto in this video here. This video too, where he's doing this is where he first started in this fucking building, in these hallways and these stairs, you know. You ever check it out? Shout out, yeah, Lil Brett. It's a good song. It's a freestyle. Seems like it's from the heart. The one thing that stood out for me, he said the boy lost his life over a chain, you know. It's a real subject, you know. When you walk around here, sometimes you gotta be careful where you're walking because you just don't know. You can be the biggest, baddest guy in this whole city, this whole planet, but you're in the wrong place in the wrong time and you're outnumbered. So these guys, yeah, that's crazy. I believe, like Smoke Dogg, even before he died, he went through battles with these guys. Lost a chain. Apparently they flushed it down the toilet, and then this guy got a headshot, and he had nothing but talent to give the world, you know. Gotta keep it real here. One thing actually I wanted to bring up. So we have a song of the day. So I want to do my show of the week or show of the day, whatever. If we're doing daily podcast or weekly, we'll figure it out. So far though, I'm not gonna lie, show of the week, it's got me intrigued, it's hype, it's lit. It has been a while since we had this here, and it's none other than Canada's Got Talent. It's an amazing show, you know. If you love Britain's Got Talent, American's Got Talent, of course you're gonna love Canada's Got Talent. These are all our people here. We need to show our support for our country. You can see some countries, what they're going through here. We're blessed to be Canadian, you know? Well, shout outs there. There was this one Chinese little girl, and she sang the song dedicated to her mother or father, and it was beautiful. I brought it on my last podcast, but I'm learning you're not supposed to show stuff like that. So, end of the day, though, she ended up getting golden buzzer. First one of the season on the first episode was, yeah, amazing. But so far the season's looking good. We have a lot of good acts. My personal favorite is these guys with the drones. They make fireworks with drones pretty much, and it's absolutely like something you've never seen before. Guys looking for a good show, running out of ideas, watching too much Netflix, Amazon Prime, I've been there. I would say every Tuesday, 8-7 Central, Pacific, go over, check out Canada's Got Talent. I think it's, for some reason you can't make it that day, what I usually do, I just go on YouTube next day. Usually by next day they have half the acts. By the full day, 1-2 days, you'll see all the acts there. And it was great quality. You save all the time, no commercials. You just get right to the business. You know, I'm sure you're missing out on little things you're not seeing in the episode, but you're seeing the good stuff. So I would definitely subscribe to their channel, and don't forget to subscribe B.O.E Productions. Like, ring the bell. I'm here for now, just to give you guys some daily information, trendy subjects, some songs, you know. Of course, have some beers with you guys, smoke some weed. But that's all I'm here for now. And until then, hope you guys have a wonderful night. Well, let's end it on an outro song. Of course, we gotta end it on one. And I got the perfect song. Alright, first off, before this all, I gotta keep it real with all you guys. You know, I used to live in the Finch, the north side. Now I'm in the west side. You know, I'm a little torn between all this beef going on, right? You know, when I was in the Finch, of course I fucked with Preza. Then those days were hot for Preza, Houdini, Burner Bands, Northside Jane mixtape, all those guys, you know, holding it down, Tallow Twins, RP, the one, like, you know, it's a lot of shit happened. Now I'm in the Rex, and then that shit's got to first pop up. And I see there's a beef. Like, if there's a shooting Jane and Finch, you stay inside Rexdale. There's a shooting Rexdale, you stay inside Jane and Finch. Simple Toronto rules. You gotta know a couple little things like that. I'll teach you some more. End of the day, I'm torn. Sometimes I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Just don't know. You don't know when people start some shit over politics. You never know. Your life is like this, you know? So you just never know. So sometimes I say, should I play these guys or what? But in the day, I say, fuck it, no, man. Too much politics going on in the world, I'm not gonna be part of it. If I want to listen to President Rexdale, I'm doing it. If I want to listen to Moolah first over in the north end, I'm doing it. It's just how we gotta do nowadays. You can't be up in politics bullshit. You gotta just get some money. Get the fuck out this bitch and let's live, yo. Come on, we got kids. We gotta grow up. End of the day, a little distracted, but shout out my boy Preza, Smiley. Holding it down. Smiley been killing that shit too. Again on the verse with Drake. The whole song he did, pretty much. Drake just hopped on it because he said, yo, Smiley, this is fire. So he hopped right on it. End of the day, let's hold it down. Shout out Preza. I want to thank you guys all for joining me. I appreciate all the support. We just started, but 6 drinks in the 6. Cheers. Have a good night. Bitch, I hope you simulate my brain. See the villain, I call him Mr. Getaway. We kick your door, nigga, everybody on the floor, nigga. Boy, if you trapping in this bitch, ask your phone, nigga.
Niggas, they out here, they killing machines. Come to the Rex, you need a machine. Wallahi talahi, you die in these streets. Niggas not nice by any means. A hammer's not cheap, but you dying for free. Get you a hiller, so don't need a ski. Just bring a ski. If you know martial arts, get triple beams. Start going Jet Li. 40s and 9s, Mac 10s, CP24. What happened? Pull up in a 2-door Challenger, put about 4 in his champion. 4 of the 5th turning fraction. I am a G, fuck captions. My grams is moving, fuck that sin. I don't need a suitcase to pack in. This whole new era is capping. Fuck sir, still bring my hat in. I'm a Libra, still on my bullshit. The Taurus knocked me out battling.
So dabs again one more time. Germany's finest original style from Germany. Great beer, honestly. I love it.